Hey, Kelsey, Norm MacDonald here. So, you have a podcast, huh? Fantastic. You know what I always say? You know what the world needs more of? Podcasts.
Live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, The Kelsey Hudgins Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed. SKREWBallWhiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. SKREWBallWhiskey.com. Hashtag get screwed. Hashtag screw it forward. All of the peanut butter whiskeys are posers. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey is the one and only original peanut butter whiskey. ScrewballWhiskey.com. DramaCityProductions.com. DramaCityProductions.com/Kelsey Hudgins Show. Come hang out with us in the Kill Tony Discord at www.killdiscord.com. Kill Tony Discord, the #1 comedy podcast Discord on the internet. Guaranteed, motherfuckers.
Guaranteed.
Also, follow me on Instagram at Yonder Wizard, ZZERD, and Twitch, Yonder Wizard, and on Twitter and Periscope at Kelsey Hudgins. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, with the great and motherfucking powerful, the one and only Dave Sarra, ladies and gentlemen.
Dave Sarra.
Hi,
everybody.
Sarra.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all this
everybody.
evening? You doing well? You doing well? We spoke last night. We were on the air last night, weren't we? Sort of.
Yeah, so...
Sort of.
Yeah, by the way, before we go any further, I do actually want to address that a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, we were on the air last night, and we had a few not so good things happen as far as streaming wasn't going so well. I kept there were a few dropped moments in the thing. There were a few lost moments in it. So
it's all right, big guy.
yeah,
No
I
worries.
think so.
That's why we're doing some tonight. And
Yeah,
honestly, I think
it is.
tonight's going to be way better. Because last night we were just talking about some second-rate comedians. Nobody cares about them.
Hey.
Nah, just joking. But tonight, what are we going to do? We're going to be talking about first-rate comedians.
First rate comedians. We're talking about first rate comedians. We were talking about what we were going to do before this. We're probably going to... No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, we can talk about whatever we want before we get to any of this. But what I did want to say was, do you remember the first time you saw Killing Him Softly by Dave Chappelle?
Dude, to be honest with you, I don't. I remember... I think I remember seeing clips of it and hearing other people reference it more than I remember seeing it. So, I mean, just knowing that it was a pretty, como se dice, monumental thing.
How'd you say?
Yeah. How do you say?
Yeah, it was for me growing up, probably like high school. It probably was like 2001, 2, 3, 4, something that it came out. And I totally remember quoting Sesame Street, 1, 2, 3 slaps. Anyway, whammo. For all your Frisbee needs, use promo code WHAMO30. That's right, WHAMO30 to receive 30% off. You didn't hear from me, folks. But so did you hear about this monolith thing?
Yeah, I did actually. I did some reading on that thing. So apparently a bunch of people like pissed near it and wrote "bye bitch" in the dirt and just
it's gone.
Did they take it or?
It said it's gone. It was taken over the night of the 27th apparently.
Yeah, that's weird. See, like I don't know.
Isn't it weird that there's only like, I mean, how many pictures of it are there? There are a lot of pictures of it. I'm trying to find more than one real picture.
I don't know, but the only one I've seen is the one. But didn't another one appear somewhere in Romania?
Yeah, look, there was one in Romania, but that one looks fucking retarded. Not to use the R word, but I mean, it looks like it's used with scrap metal. It's not like nice and shiny like this one is. This one looks like it's like a perfect square. It doesn't look like it has any welds or anything. And that one in Romania just looks like some garbage. Some fucking shitty welder tack welded something together real quick. But it looks, you know, I want to see. I want to read about it a little more because that other one is bullshit. But like, imagine it's like some fucking, man, it's like some metal that like fell from an alien craft.
An alien just craft landed that way. It just stood up. But I don't know. Was there somebody? Uh-oh. What up, Joel?
Who's Joel?
What's up, guys? R word here.
Oh, no, the R word. Oh, no.
I know who that is. We got a little bit of giant Elmo sighting in the house.
Uh-oh. A rare Elmo has been seen.
We're not doxing, though. But, yeah, by the way, before I go any further, I didn't want to be rude and not announce off the top of the thing that also on YouTube, Dave Sarra, also on Twitter at Dave Sarra, also on Instagram at Dave.Sarra, or
it's Dave.x. It's at Dave Exhale on Twitter, Dave.Sarra on Instagram, and Dave Sarra on YouTube. Hey, but thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much.
I didn't want to go any further without doing that. So
nobody cares.
Yeah, no, everyone, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, you know what,
Vince Vega.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and just give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him. He's funny. He's a funny guy. Watch out for him, ladies. He's a funny guy. I don't know if you can hear it, but I got laugh tracks and shit going on.
No, I can't. I can't hear it. I would have been trying some jokes. I would have. That looks good. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the laugh. Thank you.
It was good.
Did you play a laugh track?
Oh, give it up for him one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him one more time. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Give it up for him one more time.
All right, so this fucking monolith thing. Now let's read it. I want to read.
Okay, yeah,
exactly.
You do that.
This is from 38 minutes ago. The mysterious metal column found standing inexplicably in a remote part of Utah's desert last month was knocked down and dismantled by a group of men who considered it, quote, trash, according to a photographer who documented the object's demise. As images of the object's gleaming amidst dusty red rock spread online, many voted a vague resemblance to the so-called monoliths in Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey, prompting strained jokes about a possible extraterrestrial origin. But photographer Ross Bernards posted images to Instagram on Monday of what he said were the object's final moments that showed that there's nothing especially alien about the technology behind the sculpture. It appeared to be sheets of metal riveted to hollow wooden scaffold here. In a caption accompanying a series of pictures of the object, Bernards described driving 6 hours on Friday with 3 friends to take some evocative pictures. Yeah, driving 6 hours on Friday with 3 friends to take some evocative pictures of the objects by moonlight. After getting some shots, he said he heard some voices coming up the canyon. 4 men appeared. Bernard wrote, stepped away so the new group could also enjoy some time alone with the object, only to watch as they began shoving it. They gave it a couple pushes, and the monolith, one of them said, "You better have gotten your pictures," Bernard said. And he gave him a big push and knocked it down. The object so full down, okay. Leave no trace, one of the men and Bernard's friend said. Okay, the U.S. Bureau of Land Management, which oversees the desert where the object were found last week, said last week that it was not investigated because they considered the objects private property and so matter. So this guy is saying that it was just like some bullshit. But are there pictures of it? I wonder if it really was bullshit though, because they said that it was taken at night. Okay.
Yeah.
And this guy is saying that it was taken during the day. Interesting. Anyway, stupid little story. I don't fucking know, dude. Who the fuck cares?
Man, I don't know. I do care a little bit because this kind of shit's right up my alley. Because I want to believe in random shit like this. That's like just somebody sits out in the middle of the woods or middle of the desert, gets bored, and does something like that just to fuck with people. And I'd like to think that works. You think that's what happened? I think that it that would work. Because it is working, because we're talking about it. That's a good idea. We're talking about it, and it's, relevant, and it's all over the fucking world now, and especially with the one showing up in Romania. I always say Romania because that's how they say it in Van Helsing. Romania?
Romania.
Romania?
Sorry, Eastern Europeans don't give a fuck. But the thing is that, what would you do, considering, money wasn't an object, let's just say. Money was no object. What would you do to like spoof the fucking spoof not the community, but I guess the community, like spoof the nation? Like it could be like statue.
What would I do?
Like something abstract. Yeah. I'd paintball the sky. What do you think? What do you think would be interesting? Like if you just like.
Do the aliens do the shit in cornfields too? Yeah, I think so. Hey, you know what? I might can pop the chat up here.
What could you do? Like there would be it would be cool to do like a giant statue like washes up on shore or something like that. Some like or something.
Yeah, dude, I would. Know. Let me see. What would be something that would fuck with me?
I guess we're just not artistic enough to figure out what it is. Otherwise, that's why this guy's just like, I'm gonna fucking just build like a metal monolith and just stick it out and just see how long it takes people to find out it's there.
Yeah, I don't know. What would I do? I would probably like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of magnetic thing to make a bunch of shit move all at once.
Ooh, there you go.
Some sort of big magnetic deal to make a bunch of shit move around all at once, or something that could like drain all of the power out of everything, like run batteries dead, like some big like surge that would
like an EMP.
Is that what would do that?
I guess electromagnetic pulse would like knock out anything that's not like, I guess, considered inside of a Faraday cage. But like that would be cool though if you like drill a hole or something or into a huge rock structure or mountain or something or somehow, and you just install a gigantic magnet and it fucking just people are like, oh, why does it float or whatever? Why does the metal float? But I don't know. That would be kind of cool, I guess. I don't understand any of the physics behind it, so I don't even know if it's possible. This is just some artsy-fartsy shit that somebody did, but maybe. Or it's aliens.
Yeah, that's the thing that I would think, because I feel like any sort of something that could put out that amount of power would have to be something alien, right? That would have to be something.
I mean, what put out what power? Like a magnet?
Yeah, like something like that would just like cause everything to go dead, like car batteries.
I guess so.
Shit like that.
I'm sure they have some shit that can do that shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a decent weekend. I'm trying to.
You tested negative for COVID?
I did. I tested negative for COVID. I had I had the fever one day, and then the next I felt fine, but I was just worried because you never know. I don't know. You never want to, especially in my situation where I'm out in public, and I don't want to be the one who is. I don't know. I don't want to be the one that's out here giving people fucking coronavirus and shit.
How dare you?
Because I'm being foolish. But
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're negative.
Yeah, I am negative. I'm a negative Nancy. I'm just negative all the time.
So,
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out a way to get the to where the comments would pop up on the screen over here, just in case we have those. I used to do.
Take your time, big guy.
No. I'm done now.
You got nothing but time here, dude.
No, I got it now. But I was for a second. I was neglecting you for a second. Sorry about that. But yeah. So you guys are shut down, yeah? Out in the Los Angeles County is fully shut down.
Honestly, you know what's funny is that like they're supposed to be shut down and places are shut down, but then you got Orange County over here and everywhere else other than LA County. That's just that the sheriffs just like, yeah, or the cops just like, yeah, we're not going to enforce it, so just go ahead and just stay open. And that's basically what's been happening.
Now, are you in LA County or Orange County?
In LA County. But I'm near Orange County. But
Yeah,
it'll be fine. If people are freaking out, I'm not freaking out anymore. I've gotten over the freaking out plate. Like, and people are gonna say, "Oh, that's being submissive and you're bending the knee." But I just think of it as like I'm not gonna get mad anymore. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna make my own restaurant.
Yeah, make your own restaurant. Where you make what would your restaurant be called?
I have never thought about starting a restaurant because it's always never something I've ever wanted to do ever. But if I were to start a restaurant, I'd probably just do like a good Mediterranean restaurant, like really good kebabs and stuff.
I like kebabs.
You know, like me too, man. Like some hummus, some mutabel, some falafel, some kebabi. Not the kebab. The kebabi. Kebab. Shish kebab. What is it? What's the other one? Lule kebab, which is just like ground beef on a skewer. Pretty good. Seasoned ground beef on a skewer. Pretty good.
Pretty. Can we talk about that?
So you loving your?
Can we talk
you're
about
loving
that?
You're loving your Curb Your Enthusiasm lately, haven't you? I've been loving it with you too.
Yes, I am. I literally watched 2 seasons in 2 days because that's how we roll.
I hadn't seen the first season in a while.
It's
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna reserve the season 3 because I'm pretty sure there's only 10 episodes. At what these things are half an hour each, and
they're half an hour each. Yeah.
Yeah, so I could watch a season in a sitting, pretty easily. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna reserve season 3 for when.
Man, dude, season 3, season 4, they're all so fucking good. Yeah, and then I love that. I love that. All his interviews and stuff. I love all of his interviews too. He's hilarious. I want to just learn. I just want to know how he thinks at all times on every little mundane subject.
So, do you get your eyebrows trimmed when you get your haircut?
No, I do. I'll either shave or pluck my unibrow every once in a while, but I don't really tend to it too often.
Whoa, a question from the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hear it. What's the question?
That was it. Do you get your eyebrows trimmed when you get a haircut?
Go fuck yourself then. What kind of question is that? I thought my good friend Yonder Wizard was asking me that. If I knew somebody from chat was asking me that, I would have told that cocksucker to fuck off. Personal ass shit. I don't care. I don't care about you viewers.
Get on. Drama City Productions.
I want you to get off of Kelsey's YouTube stream right now and go to my stream and watch it, okay?
Yes, please. Go get off of my stream and go watch Dave Sarra's stream. Dave Sarra, Sarra, on...
I love you, buddy.
On YouTube. Love you back, buddy. Hey, let's see. What are we going to put on here? What DAVEXHALE?
That's my twit. And then don't go there and you'll find all the rest of the stuff. Don't worry about me.
Is it? Do you have
Dave
everything in your?
Say it again.
Why is Dave all pixely? It's just a Discord video a little bit.
It's bullshit. Don't worry about me.
You
don't need to see me. I'm all fat and shit anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, he says don't worry. I don't know if you could hear him at Dave Exhale. How you like that? How you like me now?
Thank you, sir.
How you like me now?
Get douche.
How you like me now? Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Just go ahead and give it up for him. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, ladies and gentlemen.
I try. I'm not really that funny. I'm an addict, so some of that helps. What am I an addict to?
Let's talk about that.
I'm addicted to love. What do you want to talk about? Where I draw my creative juices from?
Yeah, where do you find inspiration for your comedy? No, what's it? I'm an addict as well. It's a shitty way to live life because everything that you do, you just go balls deep at whatever that thing is at that time, every time. And no matter what it is, it's just, okay, this is all I'm going to do forever, and I'm going to OD myself with this, whatever this thing is. And most people think, oh, an addict is just drugs. And it's I mean, if you're a real addict, it's not drugs. It's whatever the fuck it is that you are into at that moment. Do you feel the same way about that? Does that hit you the same way?
Having an addictive personality is one thing too, especially like, and I was even thinking about this today. I was thinking, hopefully eventually, I'll just get addicted to something else and like just kind of run with that. Like maybe like even today, like I felt like podcasting. Like maybe I'll get addicted to podcasting and then it'll take away my other addictions or just enhance them. Who knows? I'm no doctor.
I don't.
It just predicate and placate to all the other ones.
That's what happened to me. I know we have an innocent bystander in the room with us who we talked about the same thing. It was just when you get into podcasting, dude, the first few months of podcasting are fun because you're learning something new, but then the next few months of podcast, like that first year of doing it, is fucking awesome because you're starting to, you're seeing people out in the world and they're coming up to you being like, hey, I listened to your podcast or whatever and shit like that. And you're getting that reward center, you're getting the reward for it. But then after it becomes a while where every time you see somebody, you'll be like, hey, man, I saw your podcast. And then you get to like, oh, yeah. And then you bring up something that you talked about in the podcast and they don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, oh, well, I thought you enjoyed the podcast.
Okay.
I'm like that. Yet. I am, though. Like, I was that way, dude. And I know it's not healthy, but I was that way. And it got a little, that's why I had to take a little hiatus from it, because I don't know, everybody out there, you've noticed that I haven't done a lot of these lately. And honestly, I've just been having so much fun hanging out in voice chat. And
it is
and
true.
I've
It is
been
fun.
getting-
It is fun just hanging out.
I've been getting my, nourishments that way.
Spitting out the garbage.
Yeah.
Getting out all the demons. Yeah,
And
man.
honestly, and it's been, just to be perfectly honest, man, it's been pretty peaceful as of late, and that's been nice.
And how?
It's been nice, man. So we were talking about earlier, and we kind of like blue-balled him on this subject, but you brought up killing him softly, and we were talking about what we did last night was, everybody knows, any listener knows, that I'm very big into Kill Tony. And we all are part of the Kill Tony Discord. So what we did last night was we're finding our sea legs on this new show that we're doing, which is an After Kill Tony podcast that myself and Dave are hosting. And we're bringing on people from the Discord and just random folks from the show here and there in the future. But we're finding our sea legs right now. And yesterday it wasn't a good stream out on my part. It just wasn't going well. And I don't know what the deal was. But either way, we were just going over the bits that the comedians did in Kill Tony. So when Dave brought up, we were talking about, basically open micers last night, and now we're going to move on to talking about real shit. That's where Dave Chappelle's Killing Him Softly comes up. And like I said, I don't remember it well enough to quote it, other than just a few things that I might remember if you start to quote it. But yes, it's Dave Chappelle, right? It's a special that the GOAT did. He's the GOAT. Right.
And this is kind of the show that I've always kind of wanted to do, which is watch specials that I love and that other people love, watch parts, watch the whole thing, talk about the intricacies of it. This is my favorite. Like I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to claim that I'm a know-it-all or that I'm some comedy genius or anything, but I can appreciate as a fan the nuances of some of these shows. And this one is near and dear to my heart, especially. And it's probably my number one. Dave Chappelle isn't necessarily my favorite comedian. However, this is my number one favorite special of all time. And then it just goes kind of Louis, and then it kind of goes Dana Carvey to number two, and then it's just all Louis C.K. from there. I'm just joking.
Now, I'm stoked about those because I had never seen those before until recently.
Yeah, I love watching
those
people who have never seen them.
Those specials are fucking incredible. There was one that just broke me, dude, when he was talking about it. He was talking about getting on a plane and there were two babies, and he was like,
yeah.
He said there were other people too. It wasn't just like, there was just two babies on the plane.
This is stuff that I like to talk about on this. This is the type of stuff that we should talk. Like the subtle nuance of that joke. How he goes, I got onto the plane and there was two babies, and then he goes, there are other people, not just two babies. And then that like leads into the segue of wouldn't it be weird if there were just two babies? But that little pause, and then oh man, that type of shit is fucking masterclass level stuff. Like you can't teach it. You can't teach it. You just I don't know, man. It's great stuff. And anyway. So how are we gonna do this? I can't necessarily stream it to you, I don't think.
Yeah. But, how about this? Is there any just random? I don't know if we want to play it.
I'm gonna play it on mine. I don't care.
I'm
gonna cut and go a little bit. Let me see if I can stream it. Give me 1 second. Maybe I can't stream it.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll take this moment to remind you to, if you enjoy this stream at all, please click subscribe, share this with your friends, leave a comment, smash that like button, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
just getting at 15 FPS. Sorry, I didn't mean to stomp on your plug.
Oh, that was all I
Is it
was going to
working?
say.
Okay. All right. Well, let me see if it works. Let's take a look here. All right.
Yeah. What do you want me to do throughout this?
You don't have to do anything. You can watch. You can watch the Dave Chappelle my Dave Chappelle stream.
Well, if I click that, I think it'll come through my.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so then forget it. Can you watch it another way? I don't know. Why don't you watch my stream on your phone? I don't fucking know. Anyway, what other way should we do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll just
Hey, Multi. Hey, Zorth. How's it going out there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that'll be copyright wise.
I don't know either. I'm gonna kind of just play it and stop it a lot.
Okay.
All right. And then, but if you're not gonna watch it, then we should just talk about something else entirely, which is fine with me. Well, I mean, hey, I'm fine with that, dude. I ain't gonna.
I'm fine with talking bits. I just don't know about streaming them, like playing them and then talking, like doing like a whole fucking review thing. Like this is what I think about this video.
For sure.
It's just like, hey, what am I? What did we say last night? Who are we to add or say anything about?
That's true. I mean, that's very true. You're right about that. So I mean, let's just see. Let's just see what's let's see if we can find a transcript of it real quick. Here, hold on.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle killing him softly transcript. I think that we might be able to get around the
I mean, there's definitely a transcript right here.
the legality.
And I found it.
That was pretty quick. You're like, that's young Jamie level.
I found it. Okay, let's see. Anything funny? Oh yeah, here we go. All right.
Yeah, this is it. This is the way.
A black man would never dream of talking to the police. That's a waste of weed. Serious. I'm scared to talk to the police when I'm sleepy. Fuck around and get the wrong idea or something. Oh my god. This N-word was on PCP, Johnson. I had to use necessary force. You saw him. No paperwork. Just sprinkle some crack on him. Let's get out of here. That's how it is. But at the time, I didn't think there's anything racial about it. I was like, man, Chip, you got fucking lucky. You better be. Okay, he goes, I don't think there's anything racial about it. I was just like, man, Chip, you got fucking lucky. Anyway, this is not nearly as fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I just don't want to like.
No, I'm just joking, bro. Don't trip. So anyway, let's
What's your number one bit from that special? What's your off the top of your head?
Yeah.
What's your favorite bit from that special?
Let's see. I would say okay. Well, definitely the whole Sesame Street bit is hilarious. So I would probably put that at the top, the whole bit, the whole thing, which is like it starts with like going it starts off actually with him making a joke about Pepe Le Pew, him watching Pepe Le Pew, and he goes,
Oh yeah.
Pepe Le Pew's a fucking racist. He goes, see, sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Pepe. And then it goes to like Sesame Street, and then it says you can learn things, you can learn how to read and write, and then he goes, then you see a fucking, you see a 6-foot bird and a junkie for an elephant. Snuffleupagus. I need some smack, bird. I'm sick, bird. Anyway, and then obviously, you know, the grouch thing. So that's my favorite. So that one is good. And then, yeah, what about you?
from that one that's the one that I remember the most is just the Oscar, you're a grouch. Like I live in a motherfucking trash can. Like that's what I remember the most from it.
Oh yeah, and obviously, hey baby.
Yeah, the baby selling crack on the side.
It was selling weed. I'm selling weed.
Oh yeah, yeah, baby.
Damn. Click, 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 click. You see a crackhead jumping out of the street. See another one across the street.
Man, you know what's funny is I found that when I was moving all my shit over, we were talking about it. I think you said that was your number one comedy special, and mine is such a controversial thing because I think one of my number one favorite hours of stand up is Bill Cosby himself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was transferring all my movies from Mac to Windows, I found that special. Dude, it's like, I know we have to separate the artist from the art, right?
I guess so.
Do we?
That's
all
for
right,
each
so
individual to decide.
What do you think? What do you do there in that situation?
I mean, I personally, I don't personally necessarily do that. Sometimes, I mean, maybe I would if it came down to like I don't particularly like. Yeah, I mean, I will sometimes not separate the artist from the work. I won't support somebody if I thought they're a piece of shit. So.
Yeah.
But like it's different for me because I never really had somebody that near and dear to my heart that like I couldn't bear not listening to. Like the thing with Louis C.K. came out a little bit, but like I didn't necessarily I was like, this is kind of bullshit. You know, so I wasn't like, oh fuck this guy. Because of what he actually did was just ask girls if you wanted to masturbate. Now, if you like raped a girl,
that would be different.
Yeah, I would probably not like Louis anymore. I don't know though. Maybe I wouldn't be. It's hard. I would. It would be hard. But I don't know.
That's the thing with Bill, man, because we obviously know Bill did what he fucking did, and I say
everybody knew.
The thing that fucked me up about that was I understand. Like, I understand everybody is very upset about what Bill did to those women. Like 54 women, right? Fucking.
I guess so, yeah.
If everybody's very upset, rightfully so, about what Bill did to those women. And I'm not taking anything away. Don't ever read what I'm about to say in a negative way, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. But man, what he did to the fans as well. Just like people they're not talking as much about what the position he put his fans in now. Brought to you by the Amazon hook, ladies and gentlemen. I got me one.
The Amazon hook, baby. Oh,
yeah.
Worked so well. Did you get anything? You didn't get anything for Black Friday, huh?
So I got a new shower head. I got a new webcam that's fucking garbage. I got, yeah, it's
you
garbage.
Send it back?
Yeah, I haven't really sent anything back to Amazon before because I've always gotten everything so cheap. I was just like, yeah, I'll find some use for it. But this is just such a garbage webcam. And
I mean, how much was it?
Literally $17.
I don't know.
So I mean,
I think you should still send it back.
Yeah. I'm sure I will. But
yeah.
But yeah, I got that. I got a bunch of candy for some dumb reason. I got a bunch of Chewy Sweet Tarts and Chewy Sprees and Welch's yogurt fruit snacks and dumb shit. I ordered something else though. Oh, I ordered a pair of Carhartt pants. For the winter.
Cool.
I really enjoy my Carhartt shorts that I've been wearing all summer long. So I got me a pair of those pants. What'd you get? You got a bunch of shit, didn't you?
I spent $60. I got these headphones, which are pretty nice. They've got some nice little leather or pleather It was
Nice.
probably pleather, like a little over the ear, and they're $12. Chinese
Nice.
brand, nice. And then I got the 3 different sizes of these nice USB-C cords. Comes in a 3-pack. It was $7 for a 3-pack, and they're like nice. They're not braided, but they're like they've got like this velvety feel to
Kinda.
it. Very nice.
Oh, Velveteen
And then
Rabbit.
I got a router extender for $21 and it's working great.
Nice.
Working great. And then I got a cell phone holder for my car, which is in the shop, and I only bought it a week ago. Well, leased it a week ago. That's a whole other story. But they said that they have to change the transmission out on a brand new lease. They gotta change the transmission out. I drove it for 100 miles. Anyway,
Really?
and yeah, and then I got.
But they're taking care of that,
I don't
right?
know.
That's still under
Does it-
warranty and shit. Like that's all them.
Of course,
right?
of course. I mean, there's even with the leases, there's no such thing as warranty. It's just a thing. It's just you just go. I mean, there is a warranty thing, but like it's you know they're responsible for all the fixings on the car. Fixins. So anyway,
All
but
the fixins. Dude, so that's what I'm gonna do too. You inspired me with your new cardum, but I think
get a
that-
new car.
yeah, I think I want to do what you did backwards. I think I want to move from my smaller car to something much larger.
Mhm.
And
That's what I'm saying.
but you did the backwards thing. You already have a Suburban, and you're moving to the
Burbskis.
smaller vehicle. Yeah, I like the Bourbon,
I got
man.
a nice little. Oh, I love it.
Dude, I like I said, dude, my vehicle before this car was a 1999 gold Tahoe, and I loved
Mhm.
it. Like it was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, this is I have
I
a
see you out
2001
there,
Suburban,
Stash.
and it runs 20 years old, runs like a fucking champ, dude.
Yeah. Stash said
80 something thousand miles on it,
180,000 miles. That's a lot of fucking miles.
something like that. Something like that.
Stash said my girlfriend
And
told
it
me to get
sat
a
for a long
job.
time too.
He said my
Yeah.
girlfriend told me to get a job, so I occupied her pants.
Mm-hmm. Badoom.
Stash coming out with jokes.
The jokes.
Good to see you boys working hard,
Oh.
he says. But no, that's the thing about those old like you just probably got the 350 in
Occupy
it.
the landing strip.
Occupy the landing strip.
Okay.
Your
Sorry.
Suburban's your Suburban's probably got the 350 in it. Dude, those old motors would
I don't
fucking
even know if it's a 350.
those old motors would like or even a 323 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Those things would fucking last fucking forever. Like if you
That's
as long as
exactly
you
why I
take
would
care
never get
them,
rid of it
man.
because it's easy to work on. It's
Yeah.
big, so like the parts are cheap. It's easy to work on. Fucking a lot of space for hands and shit. It's not like everything's. And
What model is yours?
you know, I don't even. Couldn't even tell you, dude. It had
Nine-
leather, so
90 something like
I don't
what
know.
year
Yeah,
model?
it's 2001.
2001. Okay, yeah. See, that's the thing.
2001. Yeah.
In 2001, men were still basically putting these things together. That was before the robot era of building vehicles with robots and shit.
That's right.
You know, our buddy Ben sitting in the chat's got one of those old Beetles from the 60s. Those things are.
That's right.
That was 100% when men made these things and put the parts or women. I'm here to be inclusive. So yeah, I don't know. I do want that though. I wouldn't mind getting like a Tahoe or something like that. But I don't want to get rid of my car because it's paid for, and it was like my dad and my grandmother collectively bought this thing for me, and it's sentimental. I know my grandma would say, trade it in, get you something you want. But, you know, sentimental.
Sentimental.
Sentimental. So
God,
sentimental.
this tore a wrench into my whole idea of what I thought we were gonna do today.
I'm
And now
sorry,
I'm
man.
just Aimlessly, nah, don't be sorry. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Just okay. So, but I would have looked up like news stories or something. Let me see if I can find some news we could talk about. Right?
Okay, yeah. Find some news.
Find some
we
news
can
to
talk
talk
about.
Let's see. Let's look up comedy news. Let's see what comes up if you type comedy news.
All right. Yeah. So in other comedy news, Brian Redband posted video on Instagram of his house in Texas.
I saw that.
And that made it real for a lot of Kill Tony fans who I forget that everyone doesn't know what we know. And that now everybody is everybody
Kung Fu fighting.
Everybody is kung fu fighting. Everybody is kung fu fighting. But yeah, fucking everybody knows now it's real. That's a thing that, you know, obviously we've known for a couple of weeks now, but now the rest
I wish them all the best. So let's see here. You want to talk some comedy news? The incredible light and dark of Jim Florentine. Here we go. Been a fan of Jim Florentine for years since I heard on the Howard Stern show. His phony phone calls. Anyway, what are we talking about over here? By the way, did you know that Nick DiPaolo has his own website now? It's called The Comedy Gym.
The Comedy Gym?
TheComedyGym.com. Actually, hold on. Did I spell that wrong?
It's like a mic site or something?
Yeah, it's a website. The Comedy Gym.
Huh.
Hold on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit like that that's going to be going on online now that everything is shut down.
The Comedy Gym. Here we go. It's nickdip.com. Let's see. I'm sure I can find it from here. Makes it very difficult. I got some notifications. Okay. How am I not following Nick DiPaolo on
Nick DiPaolo? What's his podcast?
.com. What's his podcast? He talks he's basically he's a big Trump supporter. He talks politics mostly now and reads the news. Gets involved in like anti-social warrior justice. I love it. I can't find his website anywhere, dude.
Is that all right?
Anyway.
That's a fun route to take, isn't it? Anti-social justice warrior.
Well, of course. Being a social justice warrior is no fun.
Yeah, nobody likes that person, do they?
No, who likes that person?
Yeah, who likes that person who just wants everybody to be inclusive and shit? Fuck
you're right.
Them.
You're
Fuck
right.
them
you're
for
right.
caring. No, that was, I blame that on Anne Hathaway. I mean, fuck her for actually trying even a little bit.
Fuck her for trying. Hey, that of course is from the James Franco roast.
It is. I think we talked about this on another podcast that we did, but the first time that we met and realized that we may end up being friends was, I think, referencing the James Franco roast. I'm sure it may have also had something to do with Parks and Recreation, but I'm almost positive that the James Franco roast joke might have. No, I think it was like, oh, your name's Dave. What is it? A fake? What sounds like a fake name, like a made up name. Like, what's his name? Dave?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, the end. That was the end of that thing that I was saying. You know, I didn't know if there was.
Yeah, I mean the James Franco roast. There's a few. There are only, if anybody first of all gets like a Parks and Rec reference, I already love them forever. And then on top of that, some kind of obscure stand-up comedy or, in this case, roast reference. And if anybody gets it, love it. It's like a Django reference. You get a wild Django reference every once in a while.
Oh yeah, pretty good. That's the thing that gets me is just the references to popular things, obscure references to popular things. Like everybody gets Django, but not many people get pretty good. Like, not many people get that reference. That's funny.
Exactly. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could see. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Fuck, that movie is so fucking good. We watched the original Django the other day, too.
I think I saw you guys watching that. Yeah, like, how was that? Talk to the people for a second about Django while I get a snack.
Okay, yeah, the original Django, obviously not as good as the remake, in my opinion. Maybe it was just because I saw one first. I think that maybe the thing you see first is the thing you like the most. So there's that. Don't really know. But anyway, what really is important is that you guys go and follow Dave on the YouTubes and Instagram and Twitter. On his Twitter, you can find everything Dave X Hill on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure that he has links to everything pinned or in his bio or description on Twitter. So go there and do that. Also, remember to stop by screwballwhiskey.com, SKREW ball whiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Hashtag get screwed. Hashtag screw it forward. All other peanut butter whiskeys are posers. Let's give it up for Screwball Whiskey, ladies and gentlemen. DramaCityProductions.com. We actually got Brother Ben from DramaCityProductions.com sitting in here with us, being quiet as a mouse, being all cool and shit. Brother Ben, always chilling, always being cool. Me and Ben are actually talking about starting another little podcast adventure coming up soon. Who knows? We may just come out of the woodworks with a random fucking episode sooner than you think. Who knows? But other than that, come hang out with us on the Kill Tony Discord at killdiscord.com. We be chilling all the time up in the Kill Tony Discord. Follow me on Twitter and Periscope at Kelsey Hudgins, Instagram and Twitch at Yonder Wizard. Basically, now I'm just reading the shit that's going across the bottom of the screen. My little ticker. Moldy Dog, what you got? NickDip.com? Is that the one? I see you out there, Ben, in the chat. In both the chat and the chat. It's been a long motherfucking year, hasn't it? I enjoyed I know that this sucked. A lot of people were fucking dying. That was awful, but I really enjoy not doing anything and just like chilling and staying up late as I want to and sleeping as late as I want to and, you know, just doing whatever the fuck I want to do. And I got literally ordered to do that this year. And, man, I got to be honest with you. That was right up my fucking alley. And it appears that as Thanksgiving is over, numbers are probably going to be going up. So I'm not expecting anything to the caliber of what has already happened, especially in my state. I'm in a very conservative state, and I have a feeling that we're going to take the route of, you know, whatever happens, happens. Fuck it. I don't care. That's the route that most of my folks are taking. So, yeah, just basically that's what's been going on lately. And I'm a little worried about, that was my favorite part of Django. That was my favorite part of the original Django. But no, I don't know. I'm just weird about all this shit. So maybe I'm putting a little too much stock into the effects of Django long term on whoever might catch Django 19. And I don't know. I don't want to be shut down again, but I also kind of just want to chill for a little while and like unplug after this summer. I haven't had more than like, I think 2 or 3 days off in a row since all this stuff's happened. And sitting around for a month and a half doing nothing and then going back to work isn't exactly good on your energy levels. But what can you do?
So did you hear about this? The DOJ investigating possible criminal bribery for presidential pardon scheme. Looks like they're already setting up a way to try and put Trump in jail after the election.
Wow. I think they'll succeed. What are you eating, by the way? What'd you get there?
A little chicken sandwich. A little chicken sandwich.
A little chick san.
What do I call chicken parm? It's either chicken parm, chicken parm, or chicken parm.
Chicken.
And then, I don't remember. Man, there's so many in that one. I don't remember. He goes,
and forks, food rakes.
Yeah. Apps and desserts, or what I call appetizers and desserts.
Apps and desserts. Dude, Tom Haverford in Parks and Recreation is just Aziz in real life.
Yes. As basically claimed by every other comedian ever.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, you know what? We did we were doing the Parks and Rec thing for a while. I wish we could have done that one better. Not better, but I wish there was a way that we could have, like, I don't know, get around the legalities of putting this shit up. Because if you wanted to do well and get to a certain thing, then it's going to get just taken down if it does well enough. So it's like,
wow.
I don't know, man. But the Parks and Rec watch party thing would be fun. I wish that.
Yeah, we can keep doing it.
I wish there was an easier way to make all this stuff happen. I haven't felt like doing a lot of shit lately, man. I've just been fucking not feeling good mentally and not feeling up to doing anything. Just lazy. And I'm sure it's going around.
Yeah, I mean, that's natural around this time of the year. Always natural. It's not only the weather, but it's also, other aspects of holiday seasons and stuff like that. Along with now this bullshit COVID we got going on and all this other bullshit.
Yeah, fucking
the economy. The economy.
I think that they wanted the economy to reestablish itself in tourist states like mine. So they opened us up to let all of the businesses in this area and the state make as much money as it could throughout the tourist season. And now if they're going to have to give some sort of a mandate or any sort of a lockdown or shutdown or anything resembling that they could do it during the months in which we were the slowest. So
Wow.
a multi-dog said, undercook, overcook, jail. We have the best citizens because of jail.
There we go, babe.
Friend for
And
life.
I'm eating chicken right now. You undercook the fish, jail. You overcook chicken, jail also.
You charge too much money for sweaters.
Believe it or not, jail.
But yeah, I don't know. I think everything's gonna
You charge too much for sweaters.
Sweaters. Jail. Straight to jail.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep talking over you.
No,
Go on.
you're good. No, I just think that's what's happening in my state. If we do get shut down again, which I don't know, I don't see it's to have everything that's happened already is happening again. And
All right, well, get this. Listen to this right here. Hold on. Entire police force resigns amid complaints of micromanaging mayor. The entire police force of Pine Ridge, South Carolina, quit their jobs in protest of alleged micromanagement by the city's mayor in October, according to the state. The Pine Ridge Police Department's interim police chief, Lieutenant Vincent Solano, the only full-time police officer for the town of 2000, resigned on October 13th of this year. Excuse me. The state reported the department would normally have 3 full-time cops. Oh my God, they only have 3 full-time cops? So, this isn't really a travesty, I guess. It's not that many people. Solano cited, oh my God, the burps.
Nailed it.
Cited the constant impediment of police matters and micromanagement of the hands of the mayor, Robert Wells, in his resignation letter, broken system, blah, blah, blah. Solano was the 4th police chief for the small town in the last 3 years, the Washington Examiner reported. Wells entered the police department's K-9 unit and was criticized for doing so. My reason for leaving is simple. I can no longer work in the department where the police, the chief of police, or of his officers aren't supported by the council. Anyway, well, that's on a small scale. It'll eventually move up the ladder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Mumford Davis in the house. What's up, Bestie? Bestie's in the house. Bestie Dave, Bestie Mumford.
Hi.
Yeah, dude, like, I just think that's what's going to happen is, slowly, just like last time, everything started shutting down in Europe. You know, the literally entire countries are starting to shut down over there and numbers are rising, blah, blah, blah. The same exact thing that's happening this time. The only thing this time is that they're talking about rolling out a vaccine that'll be hitting, like, I think old folks' homes and shit like that soon. And
oh God.
Yeah, they're talking about putting those vaccines there first.
The old people definitely should not get the vaccines first.
Well, that's what the first trials, that's what they're trying to do. It honestly, if I were a conspiracy theorist, if this were a tinfoil hat conversation, what I would say is that it seems like they're trying to kill off the old people. Is what it seems like they're just trying to do is just kill off the old people. Oh, you got a virus that literally attacks old people. Like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
is what it sounds
Governor
like.
Fucking Cuomo killed people. He's a murderer. He murdered people, basically, essentially. And I can point to, I'm not the one saying it. Politico is saying it, you know?
Politico. But yeah, I don't know, man. It just, everything seems weird. Everything's strange. Everything's weird. Yeah. There we go. There it is. Everything's weird. Everything's different now. And I'm ready for, I don't know. I think I might be ready for something new. I might be ready to move to Texas too. What do you think? We're gonna pile up and move to Texas and just get out there on the road. Just get out there and.
No, I have a responsibility in California that needs to be fulfilled, and but you guys go. You guys, I'll come visit. I got no problems with Texas. I got no problems with Austin at all. I love it, but you know, I don't really have the means of moving at this moment.
Yeah. Well, you know what they always say.
Maybe after my parents die. Who knows?
You know what they say about moving to Texas?
Well, safer than a tube sock.
Wait, what now?
Oh, that was just for the folks at home there. A little soundboard action.
Okay.
Yeah, a little soundboard action. You can check it out. You know what they say about moving to Texas? Well,
safer than a tube sock.
Safer than a tube sock.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said Republicans are eyeing a new targeted coronavirus relief bill based on what President Trump would sign into law, and poured cold water on a new bipartisan $908 billion proposal his colleagues put forth earlier Tuesday. We just don't have time to waste, McConnell said. The compromise legislation a group of Democrats and Republicans released Tuesday. We have a couple of weeks left here. Obviously, it doesn't require bipartisan support to get out of Congress, but it requires a presidential signature, and this government is a place for sure for the next month. And I think the place to start I think the place to start is we are actually making a law, or are we just making a point?
Are we making a point?
Anyway, well, maybe we'll get a new coronavirus bill. We'll get an extra $1,200.
Yeah.
$1,200.
Is that?
And then what'll that do? I mean, this was crazy. They were supposed to. They gave us. Dude, they were giving out so much money in California. It was crazy. They were giving out, almost $1,000 a week for unemployment. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Same thing happened here, man. We were getting my regular unemployment allotment throughout the time that I wasn't working was like $131 a week plus $600 a week on top of that, and that was just, dude. Like, to be perfectly honest,
how long did that
last? Just a couple of months. Like, I think it lasted from February, March through April. But I went back to work, so I stopped. Whenever I went back to work, I stopped filing. Like,
cool. That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
still pretty cool though.
But yeah, that thing, dude, it was pretty incredible, and like I bragged on a lot of shit, but like I used that shit to like get square with the house again. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I cleared up all of my fucking negative payments. Anything I owed money on, I paid off and shit, like credit cards, and paid off my computer over here, bought a new computer, built it, fucking, just, I don't know. I use that shit to get out of debt, bro. I know a lot of people went out there and just buy shit or whatever. I use that shit to get out of debt.
That'll help during the wintertime when the gigs are a little slower.
Yeah, dude. But
plus all the cool little shit that you got now too. I mean, your computers, that was a wise investment. It's a nice computer, isn't it?
Yeah, the Windows computer is super nice, and like that. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'll just be able to upgrade little by little as things come out, and at least I have the wherewithal now to like do all of these things myself.
That's good.
The iMac, dude, I ended up paying like $3 fucking grand for this iMac after it was all said and done. And it's not as, like, I paid literally 3 times the amount for this computer, and it is not even half the performance that the Windows has.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's such a like crazy, I don't know. And I mean, why do graphics designers like it so much? I mean, is it that much better? What do they do? I mean,
dude,
why?
honestly,
I don't have the answers.
The iMac, the one thing about iMac is any program that Mac uses for editing is just fucking greater than the shortcuts.
It's seamless.
Dude, it's so easy.
Yep. Everything's just seamless, Makes sense.
It really is so simple. Oh shit. Anyway, so we got we got the Kill Tony here every Monday. Yep. I like that name, by the way. I forgot that was going to be the name when I made the title for it. I like that name. Here every Monday is good. We're going to be doing that. That's going to be going live every weekend or every week after Kill Tony. As soon as Kill Tony's over, we're going to pick up and go live. And we're going to figure out, I have an idea, by the way. We can talk to you now as good a time as any to say this. What if we did this, like, set it up like PTI on ESPN?
Like, with the fucking thing.
Thing. We have X amount of time to talk about this, and then once the timer's up, It scrolls down to the next one, and we cover that thing. And then we do it like that and make it like we make it look nice, and we'll but
Yeah,
we'll
what
do
I'm
it-
realizing doing this more and more is that podcasts need structure. And it's true.
yeah.
Just like everything.
Yeah.
Film needs form, podcast needs structure.
Yeah,
You
then
need
you have
somebody.
that-
You need news. You need something to talk about. You can't just fucking. You gotta, even if it's just bits. Like we could be. I could be going on some bits right now, but I'm not gonna be talking about racist guitar solos right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's, but I mean, I've had this sort of when I first started doing podcasts. I used to have a notepad set up over to the side that would give me like
So
talking
that's
points that I would have, and I would
Good.
just go down the line
Prepared.
of that. And I was very prepared. I did a very good job of that. But then I just started doing that and got into the habit of just being staying on topic. And I remember if I say something to tie that loose end before I do it, and I just started doing that. So I stopped making the notes. But then I think it would be better to have an order of show for something like that. That we would.
Yes.
And plus it would look so cool if we could build that kind of like we got the chat on the screen over here like that, where things would just click down whenever it was time to talk about another subject. That'd be fun. So maybe we'll do that. Well, but
Yeah.
we're gonna keep playing around with this thing, and I'm sure we'll watch a few episodes of Parks and Recreation, and I'm sure that we might even talk about some. Oh, you asked something earlier, and I never quite answered it all the way. Curb Your Enthusiasm, dude, is fucking great. I Larry David just embodies how
Lights
I
up my
feel
day.
about things.
Exactly. He's in the embodiment of minutia.
Yeah, he 100%. I feel his anguish with things that he's pissed off about in that show.
It's about having awareness, right? So I have a question for you. This is totally off topic, but I was thinking about this today. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you know the answer? There's actually a scientific answer to this. Now, if you want to ask the question, there's two questions here, because if you want to say what came first, the chicken or the egg, that's one question. But maybe the correct question is what came first, the chicken or the chicken egg? In which case, the answers switch. Because what happens is the scientific answer for this is what came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg came first. Because whatever laid the egg was not a chicken, but it mutated within the egg and became a chicken. Or through years of evolution, but at one moment there's a vital something that changes. So no longer becomes a chicken. I mean, no longer becomes that other thing, it becomes a chicken.
So
So it becomes a chicken, but what originally laid the egg was not a chicken. Because the egg itself is not a chicken egg. It's a different type of egg. It just so happens to have a chicken inside of it. However, so then there's a further philosophical question, which is, even though whatever laid it was not a chicken, once it's been laid and there is a chicken already there or mutating to be a chicken, it begins to become a chicken egg at the very point of it being laid. Interesting, right?
yeah,
This is the type of stuff we gotta podcast about, dude.
Okay, I'll say this.
Come at me, Mike Malice.
So, do you know? Have you heard about back in thousands of years ago or hundreds of thousands of years ago, when the ozone was more intact, and they say that people were giants, like the average man was 9-10 feet tall. Watermelons were the size of fucking Volkswagens. and shit. You know, like that everything was larger, right?
Right.
You've
I think
heard
that's
this.
partially due to like the increased amounts of oxygen. Crazy amounts of oxygen
Right.
and CO2 cause everything to be huge.
Right. Everything was huge back then. So think about this.
Yeah.
There has been things that have come about in recent years that have shown that dinosaurs were in fact not the creatures looking like lizards that we see today, but were actually covered in feathers.
Correct.
So what I believe is that chickens and other birds are literally just basically the long ancestors of the dinosaurs, and just after years and years of less oxygen and probably a fuckload of somewhat domestication of these animals, and I think that that's what's gone on. I think that we've, over years of mutating this thing, not mutating, like not lab, but you know what I mean, like years and years of
Right.
these.
Well, and so it's crazy too. I mean, I'm sure there are scientific explanations for all the stuff that we're talking about. However, that's not nearly as funny or interesting. And there's things all based on theory anyway. It's not like, I'm sure a lot of it isn't really based on like, I mean,
for sure.
I guess some of it is based on cold, hard facts and evidence, but I'm sure there's still some conjecture around the whole archaeological community, which we've heard stories of.
Oh yeah.
And other communities in the science about, people arguing over what's right and what's the norm. But yeah, like what if, what if, like you know how you were saying velociraptor, like a little chicken looks like a velociraptor, like Joe Rogan always says that.
Yep.
Well, maybe instead of the velociraptor, maybe turning into like okay, let's just say not the velociraptor, but let's say like another bird, like a velociraptor. What if it was trying to grow wings? So like a chicken is a flightless bird. Maybe a chicken didn't really even have, it was just a bird-like land animal, like an ostrich, or like other animals that maybe it didn't originally have wings, and because they were so similar to this aviated bloodline or whatever the fuck, they like tried to grow wings to escape persecution.
Yeah, maybe they just fucking, maybe they got them suicide doors put on, like
fucking chickens just like, I just need to get over a fucking 6-foot fence, dude. Just give me some hops and some and let me just get over that shit, doggy.
That's good. I don't need to get very high. I just need to go this far. That's actually hilarious.
I need a good jump, some wind underneath, and a gust from the gods.
Where the moon landing's real.
Were the moon landings real? I don't know if the moon landings were real. There's going to be all kinds of evidence. I would say one thing about this. I went to go visit JPL, which is the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in La Cañada, Southern California, which is tied to a NASA facility. It's tied to a Caltech facility. It's all like a non-governmental NGO thing. Bunch of engineers work there and stuff like that. They did like the Mars stuff. They do all kinds of shit there. But it's also very shady. There's a lot of like shady shit that comes out of there. But it's funny because I'll say this. When we first got there, the first thing they do is sit you down in a room and explain to you debunk all the naysayers of why we didn't land on the moon. Why wasn't the American flag, shouldn't it just droop down? Why would it stay up like that? Well, really, there's springs inside of it to hold it up, apparently. And then why don't you see the stars in the pictures? They're saying, well, because the exposure there's not enough light exposure because the cameras were from the 60s or whatever. And so they just go through one after one and debunk every single one. I just thought that was real weird that that's the first thing you learn when you go to JPL.
What is JPL? John
JPL's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is where they test a lot of NASA stuff. It's an arm of NASA. It's in Southern California.
Moon landing is faker than my girl's tits. I think we faked it initially to win the space race. I've heard that a lot before, that we faked the initial moon landing just so we can say we beat Russia.
Bring up a picture of the rover that supposedly landed on the moon and what it looks like. It looks like a monstrosity. It has no fucking like it has no rhyme or reason. It looks like it's made from 30 different departments. It's hilarious. Give me 1 sec.
I got it. The original moon rover images. And I can go over here to that. Right. There we go.
Let's take a look here.
There it is.
Let me see here. Hold on. No, the landing rover. That's the cart. Even that looks like fucking retarded bullshit. How did they even get that on there? I don't believe that shit. I don't know. I mean, I believe it, but I just thought that was funny that they would do that. The fuck, yeah. I want to get a good close-up picture of it. See if you can even find it. I bet it's gonna be one of those things that it's hard. It's even hard to find.
What did you know exactly what it's called?
Let me see if I'm gonna say Apollo 11. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe it's not called a rover.
Moon landing pictures. I'm just gonna. Are you talking about that giant the thing behind this guy? Can you see my screen?
Let me see your screen.
Or it's actually just I'm on the. It should be
yeah,
just
that
on my
thing.
video feed.
Yeah,
this thing back here.
The pod or whatever. The pod.
Moon landing pod.
I mean, look at that thing. Even if that's real, it looks fucking. Let's see here. Hold on.
I don't want that.
That's fake. Let's see, this is there. Look at this thing, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way that thing went on the moon.
You never know, man. Weirder shit's happened, hasn't it?
I guess. I mean, not really. Look at this, like this picture right here. Do you see this picture?
Where?
In my stream?
Oh, hold on. Just put on.
Look at this thing, dude. Come on.
Hold on a minute.
That thing's supposed to land on the moon? Oh, come on.
Okay, I got you up there now.
Right here. This thing right here. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
What is this, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I mean.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know anything about
aliens.
Of course,
think aliens have ever been here?
Of course, I believe in aliens. I mean,
do you think they've been here?
I think we are aliens.
You think that we're like part of an alien race? You think Jesus was an alien? Choose your next words wisely, Persian.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the Bible describes a large, like, the Bible describes a large ship-like thing with angels ascending and descending from heaven. and they said it moved around with the clouds, and they called it God moving around within clouds and ascending and descending from heaven. And the religious person in me says that I believe what my dad told me. I believe what I heard in church, all of this. But the logical person in me says, well, it sounds like they're describing a visit from aliens documented in the Bible. And fucking, it's what it looks like to me. So I believe 100% that it's possible that aliens came to Earth in the earliest days and somehow bred with humans, and that what we are today is literally like an alien human hybrid.
The Nephilim, the Elohim.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think is that the right? Did I get that right? Is that the right answer?
I mean, that's pretty much the fucking right answer right there, dude.
Tinfoil and duct tape. I hear that, Bill Dog.
Yeah, if you're fucking, I guess, I don't know, is that considered red pilled? I'm not really even sure what the pills are.
Me neither. I never understood that. When everybody was like, "You've been red pilled or blue pilled," I never got it. I never understood. Like
blue pill means you're still asleep. Red pill means you're like woken up. There's probably another one in there, and like like the fucking, like about the deep state and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then black pill means like you're basically just like a doomsdayer, like you're fucking everything shit. Don't trust anybody. Everybody's garbage. There's no righteousness in the world. Doomsdayer. Go ahead and start prepping now for the end of the world. And there's like some other bullshit pills, and I hate the whole pill thing. Even that further subdivides us.
Yeah, it does.
I hate anything that creates division.
Anything that sows discord.
Yeah, Discord even. Discord's made by a company called Sickle and Hammer. It's communist for sure, 100%.
Is it really? I bet it is.
Well, it's literally made, not Sickle and Hammer, excuse me, Chisel and Hammer.
Yeah, Sickle and Hammer is a whole different thing.
Or Hammer and Sickle. I mean, it's based, Chisel, Hammer and Chisel, or Chisel and Hammer. I mean, it's virtually the same thing. It's just another emblem masqueraded as a capitalist.
The Chisel and Hammer might mean something different,
Well, what, like a Freemason?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean,
Stonecutters?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like a stonecutter? I'm just saying. I know what you're talking about.
I got no clue what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what
that's
are you
fine.
talking
You don't
about?
have to know what I'm talking, but I know what you're talking about.
What are you talking
but yeah,
about?
But
I mean,
but maybe it is. I mean, maybe it's some fucking Mason motherfuckers. Who knows? But I mean, it's Discord. Like the name. It's in the fucking name.
Yeah, it's funny too.
However, Go on.
It's funny how Discord how the effect it has over people's real lives.
Well, here's the thing though, is like it's more of a face-to-face to your accuser type of shit. Because unlike Twitter or whatever, like if you get a troll in Discord, you basically say shit like, get your like if they're not if they're gonna go on camera, if they're not gonna go on camera, they're the bitch, and you just basically dismiss them that way. And so like fucking shoot yourself on camera, fag. Fucking
yeah, don't be such a pussy.
Tell me your real name so I can publicly shame you.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I don't like the whole, because I put my shit out there because I don't really give a fuck. Like, what are you gonna try? You're gonna shame me? Like, what are you gonna do to shame me? I'm sorry, but I'm a boring fuck. You're gonna have a hard time finding something about me that's gonna shame me that I haven't already said.
Like that Louis C.K. bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in trouble? Ooh. I'm so
Yeah.
scared.
What am I in trouble?
Ooh.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
they don't care.
fucking care. Nobody cares. Who cares anymore? Who cares anymore about anything?
I don't care.
I
Yeah,
don't care.
That black pill right there, dude. Nobody don't care. Everything's shit. Go suck a dick. You're gay. Your wife's a whore. There's
You
nothing you can
guys-
ever do anymore.
Yeah, that's what my boy Adam Justice says that. Tired of shit, sick shit, busy shit. Tired of shit, sick shit, busy shit. All right, brother Dave, Sarah, we have reached past that hour and a half mark.
Oh, okay.
Do you got anything else?
Well, at least we got funny at the end there, huh?
No, well, I was gonna say you got you got anything else you wanna pile on here before we
Just follow me on YouTube, please. Dave Sarra on
something
YouTube.
further?
Dave Sarra on YouTube. SARRA. I'm faded McStoney face. And all on Twitter, Dave XL, DAVEXHALE. And I'm also on Instagram for all you Instagram hoes. Dave.Sarra on Instagram. Thank you very much. Yonder Wizard.
Uncle Dave, ladies and
Uncle
gentlemen.
Dave.
Uncle Dave, follow Dave on his Twitter handles up at the top of the screen, scrolling right now. We're going to have a bunch of other cool shit coming at you. Coming at you live, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of cool shit coming at you live.
It'll eventually become a seamless show where we just talk and you won't notice anything went wrong. It'll feel natural eventually. Right now, it's very unnatural.
It's the
Everything's
beginning.
like,
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning.
And
it always comes back around, dude.
It's the beginning. We'll be fine. We'll be
Depends on if your aspect of time is circular or linear. I butchered that one. I butchered it. Anyway.
He says, and then Bazooka Go comes back with something brilliant. You know, was it not H.P. Forbes who said that wasted is the man who hath entire life of time and doth nothing with it? And then I can't remember whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. I'm
okay.
butchering it as well.
It's okay.
Yeah, old Bill, brother Multi-Dog, enjoyed it. Keep at it. We appreciate you, buddy. Everybody watching.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, guys. We're just a couple of fucking nerds. We're just a couple of fucking nerds out here living life, doing shit this way. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Go to screwballwhiskey.com, SKREWballwhiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Hashtag get screwed. Hashtag screw it forward. And all other peanut butter whiskeys are posers. Screwball peanut butter whiskey is the one and only original peanut butter whiskey for the misfits, the black sheep, the screwballs. ScrewballWhiskey.com, DramaCityProductions.com, DramaCityProductions.com/Kelsey Hudgins Show, KillDiscord.com, Kill Tony Discord. Follow me on Twitter and Periscope at Kelsey Hudgins, and Instagram and Twitch at Yonder Wizard. Dave Exhale, one E in the middle of that on Twitter. Dave.Sarra on Instagram. Dave Sarra, Sarra on YouTube. In a world full of shitty people,
Thank you very much, sir.
Be a good person.
I love
Later.
y'all.
Bye, Uncle Dave. Bye.